Most people are not weak. They just don't know how to control their mind. You get hurt too easily. You overthink. You react without thinking. And slowly, life starts controlling you. There comes a moment when everything feels out of control. People leave. Plans fail. Emotions take over. And you sit there wondering why this is happening to you. But the truth is simple. Life was never in your control. Only one thing was: your mind. And the day you learn to control it, everything changes. These are 10 Stoic rules that can make you mentally unbreakable. Rule number 1. Control your reaction. Life does not hurt you. Your reaction does. Imagine someone disrespects you in front of others. Most people react instantly. They get angry, raise their voice, or try to prove themselves right. In that moment, emotions take control, and later they feel regret. A Stoic person handles it differently. He pauses. He understands that he cannot control what the other person said, but he can control what he does next. Instead of reacting emotionally, he stays calm and chooses his response carefully. By doing this, he protects his peace and avoids unnecessary conflict. Your strength is not shown in loud reactions. It is shown in calm control. Rule number 2. Accept what you cannot control. Some things in life will never go your way. You can work hard and still fail. You can trust someone and still get hurt. Most people struggle because they try to control everything around them. When things do not happen as expected, they feel frustrated and broken. A Stoic person understands that not everything is in his control. Instead of fighting reality, he accepts it first. Then he focuses on what he can actually change. For example, if you fail an exam, you cannot change the result, but you can improve your preparation for the next time. Acceptance is not weakness. It is clarity, and clarity gives you real strength. Rule number 3. Master your emotions. Emotions are natural. Feeling angry, jealous, or afraid is part of being human. The real problem begins when emotions start controlling your actions. For example, you see someone more successful than you. Most people feel jealous and start comparing themselves. This leads to insecurity and negative thinking. A Stoic person handles it differently. He notices the emotion but does not let it control him. He takes a step back and thinks clearly. Instead of comparing himself, he focuses on what he can learn and how he can improve. The situation is the same, but the mindset is different. When you control your emotions, you stop reacting blindly. You start acting with awareness. And that is where real strength begins. Rule number 4. Be comfortable with discomfort. Growth always feels uncomfortable. Waking up early is hard. Working on yourself is hard. Staying disciplined is hard. That is why most people avoid it. They choose comfort again and again, and slowly they become stuck in the same place. A Stoic person understands that discomfort is necessary for growth. He does not run away from it. He accepts it. For example, going to the gym feels painful at first. Your body resists it. But that pain is what builds strength over time. Avoiding discomfort keeps you weak. Facing it makes you stronger. If you want a better life, you must be willing to do uncomfortable things. That is the price of growth. Rule number 5. Stop seeking validation. The moment you depend on other people's approval, you lose control over your own life. Most people change themselves just to be liked. They think too much about what others will say. They keep checking reactions, likes, and opinions. But this creates insecurity. Your happiness starts depending on others. A Stoic person does not chase validation. He focuses on building self-respect. For example, if someone criticizes him, he does not react emotionally. He asks himself if there is something useful to learn. If yes, he improves. If not, he simply ignores it. He does not need everyone to like him, because real confidence comes from within, not from others. Rule number 6. Think before you speak. Words are powerful. They can build respect, and they can destroy it in seconds. Most people speak without thinking, especially when they are emotional. In anger, they say things they do not really mean. Later, they regret it, but the damage is already done. A Stoic person does not speak like that. He takes a moment before responding. He understands that once words leave his mouth, they cannot be taken back. For example, during an argument, instead of shouting or reacting instantly, he stays calm and chooses his words carefully. Sometimes he even chooses silence, because he knows that silence can be stronger than unnecessary words. Speaking less, but speaking wisely, creates respect and control. Rule number 7. Focus on action, not talk. Talking feels productive, but it does not change anything. Most people say they will start tomorrow. They talk about their plans, their goals, and what they want to achieve. But days pass, and nothing actually happens. A Stoic person does not waste time talking about what he will do. He simply starts doing it. For example, instead of telling everyone that he will go to the gym, he quietly goes and trains. Instead of announcing his goals, he works on them in silence. He understands that results come from action, not words. When you stop talking and start doing, your life begins to change. Rule number 8. Accept loneliness. Growth often feels lonely. When you start improving yourself, you begin to outgrow certain people, habits, and environments. You may feel disconnected and sometimes even misunderstood. Most people fear this feeling, so they stay in the same place just to feel comfortable. But a Stoic person accepts loneliness as a part of growth. For example, choosing to stay focused on your goals instead of wasting time with others can feel isolating at first, but that time alone helps you think clearly and build yourself. Loneliness is not always a bad thing. Sometimes it is where you discover who you really are, and that is where real growth begins. Rule number 9. Remember that everything is temporary. Nothing in life stays forever. Pain is temporary. Success is temporary. People are temporary, but most people forget this. When they feel pain, they think it will never end. When they achieve success, they think it will last forever. A Stoic person sees things differently. He understands that every phase will pass. For example, if you are going through a difficult time, instead of panicking, he reminds himself that this is not permanent. And when things are going well, he stays grounded because he knows it can change. This mindset keeps him balanced. He does not get too attached, and he does not get too broken. Rule number 10. Discipline over motivation. Motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes. Some days you feel like working. Most days you do not. If you depend only on motivation, you will stay inconsistent. A Stoic person relies on discipline. He does what needs to be done, even when he does not feel like doing it. For example, waking up early, working on goals, or improving yourself does not always feel good, but he still does it because he knows that discipline creates results. Motivation can start the journey, but discipline is what finishes it. Before you leave, there is one more rule most people never learn. This is the difference between people who stay average and people who become unbreakable. A Stoic does not try to control everything around him. He focuses on controlling himself, his thoughts, his actions, his reactions. Because once you control yourself, you do not need to control the world. For example, when people doubt you, you stay focused. When situations go wrong, you stay calm. When emotions rise, you stay aware. This is real power. It is not loud. It is not visible, but it is strong enough to handle anything life throws at you. Stoicism is not about becoming emotionless. It is about becoming in control. You do not need to control the world. You just need to control yourself. And once you do that, nothing can break you. The real power is silent, and that is what makes it dangerous. If you stayed till the end, you already have the mindset most people never build. Make sure to like this video and subscribe for more content like this.